edition presented by Caesars Sportsbook. I'm Jay Acosta-Ruiz, joined by 16.5-year NBA veteran Robin Lopez and two-time championship coach David Fizdale. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, guys, what's your instant reaction to Nuggets Timberwolves? Because, oh my God, the never-ending game, first of all.
Yes, it was it is. That was a Timberwolves team that knew they had to win that game.
Yeah.
I would say Chris Finch can coach his tail off.
That's a good reaction. Very succinct for you, Coach. All right, let's get into the highlights. Game 6 in Minnesota with the Timberwolves leading the series 3-2. This was cute. Julius Randle.
He tried to tell y'all.
Jaden McDaniels pull-up jumper.
I love seeing Mike Conley out there. He still got it.
The Timberwolves beat the Nuggets 110-98. Jaden McDaniels, to your point, 32 points. Ooh. That is, in fact, a playoff career high for McDaniels and became just the fourth player in franchise history with 30 points and 10 rebounds in a playoff game, joining Kevin Garnett, Anthony Edwards, and Karl Anthony Towns. Jokic and Cam Johnson led the way for Denver, but nope, that will do it. Here's Jaden McDaniels after the game.
Jaden, you...
Wow. So despite missing Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo, Ayo Dosunmu, and Kyle Anderson, the Wolves pulled out a huge win at home to win the series in 6 against the Nuggets. Denver made just one field goal attempt in the final 7 minutes of regulation. Coach, how was Minnesota able to hold Denver to under 100 points and get this big win to move on to the next
Kept them out of the paint.
Yeah.
Kept them out of the paint. You rarely saw Denver get a clean layup past the defender. We just watched 6 by Shannon. And so if you're giving up layups at one end, not touching the paint at the other, and the other thing is Denver's style of play, if you take away their dribble drive, it eats up clock. Well, if the other team's scoring 2 seconds, 3 seconds like they are with, just blowing by the initial defender, that stacks up and it ends up wearing you out over the course of a game. And, man, credit. I know I said it before. Chris Finch. I mean, this guy, I guarantee you a lot of people lost some money. Right? Think about it. Like Joker going in there, they lost 3 guys, the guys that they lost. Coach said, nope, we're going to replace them with this, we're going to replace them with this. Here's the game plan, this is how we're going to shut them down. And, man, did they execute.
They did an incredible job.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
They played with a sense of urgency, but also not fear. It was confidence out there. It was urgency and mixture, urgency and confidence. It was perfect.
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about the Timberwolves, right, especially as we got into the postseason, and them being sort of like that X factor, but also the underdog, which is an interesting word to use for that squad. But honestly, they have proven time and again that if nothing else, they have grit.
Look, they are the most frustrating team in the NBA this year. Y'all drove me crazy this year, man, because we kept saying, oh, here they go, here they go. Win 4, drop 4. Well, I'm like, come on, you guys got to get it together, because everybody knows they have that kind of talent. But now their depth is showing because they are banged up, and those other guys are stepping up. And the kid Terrence Shannon Jr., I got to watch him when I was doing my front office work, and I thought he was a super talent at Illinois. He is really starting to grow. I mean, look at the pace that he plays at. No one on Denver can keep him in front. These are layups. These are at the rim, I'm by you or I'm through you layups. We did not see this from Denver. How many layups did we see Denver get in this fashion? I mean, that's not a layup.
No, it's not. That's an exclamation point.
Yeah, and he is the key reason why when you lose a guy like Ant, of course he can't replace Ant, but if you're filling that in with 22, 24 points a night from a kid that had been not playing that much, I mean, that's huge for them. And if they can get healthy now, they might be confident in moving forward. Good basketball.
It'll be exciting.
Yeah. Oh, this is the best playoffs in a long time.
Facts. All right, you talked about him, Coach. Let's get to Chris Finch, who's at the podium.
Drop your knowledge, Chris.
Chris, I don't even know where to start with that one, but just what did you think of the effort from top to bottom that you got from your guys tonight?
I mean, the effort was always going to be there. I thought the effort was there throughout the whole series after game one, where it was a little spotty, but it was incredible. Everybody, I knew we were going to have to draw on long minutes. Guys kept giving it to him, making all the effort plays. I mean, we had 19 offensive rebounds. That's the effort right there. And everybody was really, really good. If they played 5-6 minutes or they played, but you got to highlight some. I mean, Jaden McDaniels was he talked all series and he backed it up all series, and that's called legitimate tough. And he not only led us tonight scoring wise, but Murray was 4 for 17, and I don't think he scored on Jaden the whole game. So that's what you want. So.
Chris, did you see anything different from Jaden throughout this series and just sort of him rising to the occasion that he did?
Well, I think no love lost between the teams. I think, so he takes challenge to guard these guys. He knows he's going to be in a ton of action. He knows he's going to get hit by a ton of screens, and he's got to keep chasing and keep fighting. And he does that. And, I think, when he called him out the other day and then came out and backed it up at home, and he got in foul trouble in Game 5, so it kind of derailed him. But he's really our MVP of this series. And then obviously Rudy was sensational. I mean, co-MVP, and then tonight almost a triple-double by him, which is crazy at 8 assists. But our guys, they took it personal. I mean, Denver had the chance to pick who they wanted to play coming down the stretch, and they chose us. And we use that as a motivation all the way through preparation and through the series. They chose us. They didn't have to choose us. They chose us. And our guys were up for the challenge of that. So,
Jaden, we've seen a lot of the two-way player he's become just in recent years. But why do you think that shows itself so much more on these stages?
I think still part of our growth. We've been really good with the high moments. We have. I think our consistency sometimes throughout the season isn't always there, which we don't really like that about ourselves. But we know we have in ourselves to meet these moments. And he's just the ultimate competitor, and nothing really rattles him. It's a big growth for him. He used to get a little bit sideways. He struggled to survive his own mistakes at times. Now he just keeps playing. I think he has a lot of confidence in his offensive game, that he doesn't live and die with the shots or the mistakes there. He's always just guarded and just will fight again. So,
did you know you were going to go with that big lineup from the beginning?
I knew I wanted to get to it as much as I possibly could.
What did you see there that you thought would be effective?